To be on day 4 already. Like it's gone so quickly. But how are you? Let me know if you're joining me live in the comments or if you're watching back on the replay. Today is relatively going to be quite a short video actually, because my assumption is if you followed all the steps and you've gone through on this journey with me, you'll be at the stage where you've actually written your book. So then it's around, what do I actually want to do with it? So you've got two options with your books. You can present it to a publisher and you can essentially submit it to them. And obviously they may, they may choose you, and that would be amazing. And the advantages of working with a publisher is that they obviously then help you with the marketing, and potentially you will go into like more outlets and things and obviously have more impact with your book. The downside of that is that sometimes, you obviously don't get as much of the money. And I have heard of publishing deals where people don't actually get the marketing support that they think they're going to get, and their business, their book doesn't necessarily do very well. For me, when I first started this journey, it was not necessarily about the vanity and the metrics and the this is going to make me famous. It was, I just want to do this thing to see if I can do it, to follow the whole process through, but also just to, have something low ticket in my offer suite that I can then offer clients if they can't invest in my higher ticket program. So really it was all about delivery for me. So I was quite happy to self-publish. So this is where you essentially take your book and then you upload it to Amazon. So you can have, you can buy your ISBN numbers, which is essentially the number for the barcode on the back of your book, independently, and upload that with your book on Amazon so you can distribute it anywhere, which is a great idea because then you can do things like, Amazon can still distribute it on your behalf, but you can also approach other independent retailers and bigger retailers to see if they want to carry options on your book. So, a great way again to have more impact, but also make more money and have more money per sale coming back to you. And I know a lot of big coaches have kind of regretted the fact that they didn't self-publish, because where they're only getting like a couple of pounds per book, I get at least £6 per every book that I sell, which is, amazing. And, obviously that gives me a nice little reoccurring revenue, and my intention is to write more. So again, and I'm going to play about with the options and do more research next time. But for me, this project particularly was just about getting it out there, seeing how I felt about the journey and the process, and seeing if it was something for me, if I then, the feedback and stuff from my audience, what that felt like before I really committed to anything bigger and pitching and really putting stress and pressure behind the process. I just wanted to get it out there and get it done. And I'm grateful that I did do that, because it's meant that, the feedback that I've got from the book literally makes me want to cry. I had a coaching call earlier from for my academy, so for the Aligned, Empowered and Abundant Academy, and one of the ladies that's bought the book says, I haven't read a book in years, but your book really made me, like, it was so engaging, it was like actionable, that's a word. It was really easy to follow. It was like all of the things that I had hoped that it would be and more. So that has now given me the confidence that actually, because I really enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed the writing process. So that's given me a little bit more confidence that maybe I should, do a little bit more with it. Maybe I should potentially work with publishers. So who knows? I'm going to have a look. I've already got the framework for my next book because I really enjoyed the process. So I may potentially, start working on that anytime from now. So I'm going to be thinking about it. But again, this is the journey that I'll be sharing inside my brand new book writing and book launching program, Manifest Your Book, which will be live in January. So if you're interested in doing this, the investment is so low, it's ridiculous. Like, I've walked clients through this process before and it was thousands to work with an actual publisher who will support you in that process, or a book writing coach. And inevitably what happened was they could tell them how to do the thing, but they couldn't support them with the mindset and the resistance and the other things and also then share with them how to leverage it in their business. because all they knew was the book writing process. So sometimes you need somebody that does a few things and has areas of expertise in many areas rather than just one. So if you are considering writing a book in 2024, then you absolutely need to come and join us. So it's myself and Lisa Williams. She is an Amazon bestseller. I'm not quite there yet, but that's because of my launch process, basically, which again, I will talk to you more about tomorrow, about how you can essentially get a really great best-selling status on Amazon, and have that, have that certification or that stamp of approval that nobody can ever take away from you. So as I mentioned, once you've essentially got the book, you need to decide on whether you're going to self-publish or look to pitch to other publishers. Then you need to obviously make sure that your book, if you haven't done it already, reads well, check for grammatical errors. This is where you can work with an editor. And there are really incredible editors that will not charge you very much money to do that, just to sense check your work. And again, like, you can pay thousands, you can pay hundreds, you can pay nothing. And you can just have somebody that really supports you as, somebody that is invested and going to give you good feedback and all of the things, to just sense check it, make sure that it makes sense, that there's no spelling, there's no grammatical errors, you're not going off on a tangent, you're closing all the loops, so that for somebody who is literally picking it up with fresh eyes, it's a valuable resource. So that is my kind of next step, was then getting feedback from my community inside my book writing club, from like other people that then read to it. You can also then ask people if they want to contribute. So one thing that I'd done, but the timing didn't just work out, was I had another wealth expert that I was going to, that I'd already asked and got permission, that was going to give me like a review and a section that they were like a guest expert session that they were going to write in my book. Sometimes you can see on books where people have a foreword by somebody else. That's always really powerful. And again, it just gives your book even more credibility. So that might be something that you want to consider doing. Equally then, if you're just like, nope, I just want to self-publish, I just want to get it out there, I just want to do the thing, then, and that's the good thing with book writing, is that it can be as little or as much as you want it to be. It can be a tiny little thing or a whole big thing. It can be, an easy project or a much larger project. It really is up to you. And Lisa and I both came at very different ends of the spectrum. My hair is like crazy today, sorry. So yes, so that was that. So all you need to do in order to self-publish is have an Amazon KDP account, which is essentially somewhere where you can convert your Word from a Word document to a PDF and get it up onto the website. Obviously, you've got to be really mindful of things like margins and page sizes and how you want the pages to be presented, and then you've obviously got your cover that you need to do, which I just used Canva. I was going to use somebody on Fiverr, but it just didn't work out again with the timings, because it all came together. It seemed like there was nothing, and then it all came together very quickly at a close period of time right before I was going to Florida. If I hadn't had that time pressure of needing to get it done and physically have a copy with me to take, then I would have gone back to those other things that I was going to be doing. But and all of that is like a trial and error basis. Inside the book writing program, we'll be walking you through exactly those steps of what you need to take. But equally, that's essentially what you need. You definitely minimum need a Canva account, and also a Amazon KDP account to get that onto Amazon. You can then convert it to a audio file if you want to pay for that. You can convert it to a hard copy, a paperback, a Kindle, whatever kind of sets your heart on fire. For me, I wanted the hard copy, I wanted the paperback copy, I wanted it all basically. And I will be doing an Audible version at some point, because like I said, I've just got such an affinity to the book writing process and just how powerful it can be to have something in your hands to really help guide you through situations and have that as a point of reference. So I'm going to get it in as many places as possible. But that was really my session today, that I just wanted to share with you, was that step of the process. Like, once you've written the book, what the hell do you do with it? It's those options essentially. And if you are curious or really excited or interested in writing your own book in 2024, then I would love to have, the opportunity to support you on that journey to really get you to fruition. Because here's the thing, I was saying that I was going to write a book for years, and it wasn't until I invested thousands into a book writing program and mentors that I then really thought, right, okay, now I've got to do the thing because I've put money to it and I've got skin in the game and I need to go out and get the thing. But I didn't want that to be the experience of everybody in this community. So we've made it so accessible from £88 a month. You have up to 12 months to write a book. Like, it's crazy. We're going to help you not only to write it, to launch it, and then also, and get an Amazon bestseller, but also then promote it and leverage it in your business, supporting you every step of the way as you move through any areas of resistance. So I am super excited to have supported you with this today. Tomorrow I'll be talking all about how to get that bestseller status, how to launch it with a bang, and how to then leverage it in your business. So hopefully you join me tomorrow as well.